Good morning, good morning. This is Lori from the Pink Girly channel, Pink Girly channel, and she's challenged. I just am not good at this stuff. I was trying to avoid my camera popping in and out, and I have not been able to figure out how to get in. Oh. Okay, so we'll see if anybody finds me over here. I don't know if anybody's going to find me because I started in OBS this morning and have now switched over to StreamYard because I couldn't find chat. My screen was too small. Yada, 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 yada. So I don't know if it's just me that's in here. Here we go. There's Marty. Much better. Hi, Tori. I don't know if I've met you, Tori. Welcome, welcome. It's nice for you to be here. I'll wait to see if the bus drops off anybody else. So what I planned for today's stream is to take some of my, oh, you're welcome, take some of my coloring pages from my Coleridge Wild books and turn them into mixed media, which is something I enjoy doing. And I've already done some. Tori is a pretty name. And there's Gail. Good morning, Gail. So now my heart is racing, so I'm just trying to calm down. There's Pam. Good morning, Pam. And I'll just wait a few minutes. Thank you, Dee Dee. My son-in-law, and I think he's right. If you can learn OBS, it's wonderful. But there's the rub, learning it. Because of course it's free, and I would like to switch over to it if I could. I've got till February 17th before I have to re-up with StreamYard. So, I mean, I have done, thanks, Dee Dee, I have done tutorials a couple of times, but, I have some issues, but, now it is. All right, so, before we get started, Tori is new here as far as I understand. There's Barbara. Hi, Barbara. So it's nice to see that you're all greeting her. Hi, Devin. So Tori, you'll have to tell us how you found us, found me, or found our art group, and if you feel like it. Looks good, sounds good. Thanks, Devin. Okay, so these are some of my colorings from other Coleridge Wild. It's a series of coloring books by Emmanuel Collin. And this is my new one that I got for Christmas, Coleridge Wild 4. I don't have all of mine here, but I have 1 through 4. She now has 7. And they're just delightful images. This one is one that I'm working on using drafting film. So I've got the coloring picture. Oh, my Jackie's here. Hi, Jack. For those of you that don't know, Jackie is my sister. And so I put the drafting film on top of my color page, and I'm just using coloring pencils. I know, right, Dee Dee? So this stuff is really cool. Just since joining my Bonnie Snowden Academy is how I just discovered this drafting film. So that's cool. And of course, I wouldn't do mixed media on that. But anyway, let me just go through. I'll show you what I have, and then I'll show you what I have to do, and then I'm going to work on a couple. Yes, I bought my new nails on. Jackie is nail sister. Jackie does felting, and she is into essential oils, and she is a singer. And she's a wonderful sister. You have 3 more to get? Yeah, me too, Marty. Okay, so there's this little gal. And then this one. And most of you here know what mixed media art is. So if anybody has any questions, and if you want me to answer a question or have something you need me to say, it really is helpful if you put it in all caps. So on these, I've used stamps, some tissue paper, napkins, watercolor. Sorry, Marty. Sorry, Marty. Well, I will say, there's Miriam. Hi, Miriam. Lori, I have a question. What is the meaning of life? Okay, we'll have to talk about that's a much bigger conversation. So, Barb, we can chat in private. Some of her newer versions, as far as I can tell, have a lot of the same images in them, or she might have tweaked them a little bit. And some like, see, I might go in and put a little bit more on this one. Is there Ange? Hey, Ange. Hello 3 times. Hi, Ange. And you can probably see I'm not, I need more practice doing a darker complexion. This one, she looks a little grainy. I went in too fast and too heavy at first. Hello or shalom. Yes, Miriam. I really like this one. I tried using texture paste on her hair. So I've got some texture paste in spots. But you can't really, you can't see it in the plastic for sure. I don't know if you really can tell. You can't really, but I've got little spots. And then I started to go in and make little squiggle lines, but I got weary of doing that too. Kimberly's back in the house. Thank you, Devin. They're slippery because I put them in these sleeves. The one thing I find challenging is getting the bugs to stand out. So I guess I'd have to come back in with a lighter pencil. This one I did a little better with her complexion. But I love the background on her. I think it really goes well with her skin. See, now these, I just did the background with a stencil and some oxide ink. This one, she doesn't have too much done. This one I just splotched with watercolor. Hey, Kathleen, good morning. And these are some that I haven't done anything with that need to be converted. I started to put some squares. I guess I got weary of that too. Hey, Raul. And then the ones that I might attack today, or I might pick out one of these. I think I'm going to work on this gal. She's from the new book. And then I did her. Their skin's a little, but see, they're a little darker yet too, so they're still a little grainy. And then this one, see, she's still a little grainy. But I might try to get 2 done on screen. So I think I'm going to choose these 2 because I want to use Oh, Keisha's coming on today? Oh, good. Thanks, Ange. I didn't know that. Cool. I think I'm going to do these two. So let me get some of this Jazzmatazz out of the way. And I'm sure these are going to fall all over the floor. I know the eyes are wonderful. At 5 p.m. Okay, thanks, Ange. Yeah. I think what I want to also do with these today is use some of my embossing glazes. Rah, 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 rah. So we'll see how that goes. So I've got all my stuff out. I was working on, see, this is what I do. I do projects for my streams, and I just feel like, and I know this isn't true. This is just me. I feel like I need to toggle his back. I feel like I need to start something new each time, which I know is not true, but I just sometimes I feel like that. So what I wanted to do with my ATC cards that I was working on the other day, I finished them up. So I've got that finished. They're finished. They're in the box. If I need an ATC, I can pull it out. I can add words on it for whatever I need. And I've got a supply of those for Happy Mail or whatever. So that's great. So I actually finished that. And I've got so many projects in the working that I don't always have time. I don't know where the weeks go. Like, don't pause, Lori, or I think my stream is. So sorry. Sometimes the brain, I have to think. So, that train has left the station. So I need to finish up some stuff is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where, like in Murray's stream this morning, Roy was saying, where's January going? You know, the days are going by so quickly. And I think that just comes with age, maybe. I don't know. Like, I remember as a kid thinking the school year, you know, like was forever and summer was so fast. But I just, it is going faster and faster as I get older and older. And I just don't seem to get as much done as I want to do. And I guess a lot of us have that issue. So I have a lot of the things out that I was using to do my ATCs. And I'm going to use them today on these mixed media things. But I didn't pull out some stencils because I want to use some stencils. And I have some tissue paper here. I'm going to use some of that. And of course, some stamps. But I have a couple of, I don't know that I really have one that looks like animal print. Oh, yeah, maybe yeah, I do. I have one that I think I'll use. Let's see here. But this kind of looks like animal print. And I think I want that. And I'm not sure what I want for behind the little bird gal. So I'm just going through this is one of my pocket envelope. Oh, that's kind of cool. Envelope storage journals. So I'm just having a look-see. It just doesn't seem to work for me in a bin, keeping them in a bin. And this I can keep by my desk. Doesn't take up a whole lot of room. Oh, I do like those swirls. Oh, Raoul's having a birthday? And he's going to Paris? jealous. Jealous, jealous. Yeah, here's some more tissue. Let's just get some of this out. And you can use whatever you have and whatever you want. That's the beauty of art, and certainly mixed media art. So I've got some fabric. I've got everything. Oh, you're a Valentine baby? Hey, so's my mom. So's Jackie and I's mom. She'll be 92, right, Jack? 92? Yeah, I think she'll be 92. Oh, I didn't put those away. Okay. All right. So I think I should do my. Hey, Mitzi. Good morning. Good morning. And did I miss Kathy? Or is somebody calling Kathleen Kathy? I don't know. If I've missed someone, I apologize. I apologize. Yes, Mama's going to be 92, and she gets feistier every year. Our little Mama. Our Mama's about, what, 5'1", I think? She's probably even shorter now. Okay. So I have some of Tim Holtz's glaze embossing powders. And what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to use your 2 days after Valentine. Cool. And I'm going to do the nest, the bird's nest. And I think I'm going to do at least some of the petals of the flower. And we'll see. Dee Dee's a February birthday too, right? Oh, and so are you, Devin? Sweet. And Miriam? Whoa. All right. So I have, for that bird's nest, if I can find it, it's always the last one. Here we go. I have the walnut. And I think I have, I thought I had the vintage, but maybe I didn't. And for Christmas, I got picked raspberry, and I think I also have the kitsch, flamingo kitsch, if I'm not mistaken. So let me pull those two out, because I think I want to use those for the fleur. We'll see how that goes. Now, somewhere, like I found my black embossing pencils, a pen, a marker, however you want to say it, but I'm not sure where my white one is. I know I have a white one as well. Here we go. Let's see if there's any, because they will be a lot easier to use if I can use those. We are the hardy ones born in the dead of winter. Now, as you can see, I didn't, where they came out of the book, they're a little bumpily there, but I'll trim that off after the fact. Oh, great, Dana. I mean, Devin. Dana. I am so out of sync this morning. Kathy C. Hi, Kathy. Okay. I'm all a jitter from having, issues this morning, getting on and having the stream. I felt so bad for Kathy the other day. Lori, please show the cover of one of the books, please, for these that might not know. Okay, I will do it. Thank you, Dee Dee. This is the new one. The artist's name is Emmanuel Colin, I think you say. It's only one L and an I, not an O. So this is Coleridge Wild 4. You get 2 sets of each print. They're on a heavy cardstock. And they're, I guess you would call that grayscale. They're worth every penny to me. This is the first one because it doesn't have a number. I have a lot torn out of this one. And they're just darling. And she has now 1 through 7, I believe. So I'm going to prep these in that I want to do some embossing powder on the picture before I go ahead and start doing some other mixed media stuff. Okay. Barbara, you had a birthday and I missed it. Happy birthday, Barbara. Okay. So I'm going to try to use my embossing pen marker, and I'm going to put some walnut, and we might not even be able to see this very much. So I'm going to get this open. Now these are Tim Holtz's embossing glazes. And I don't think I want to cover the whole area, and I might even do a little bit on the branches. So I probably am going to do a little bit and then put the powder on and then a little bit more because I don't want it to dry out. I want my powder to stick. Now this is in hopes that I can get, all right, so let me put some down here. And I'm just doing this hit or miss. And I'm going to do some on the branches. And hopefully do a little bit down here. Now, if you're not familiar with embossing powders, you need some kind of a liquid wet medium to then that your powder will stick to. Now, some people say that water works as well. I haven't had too much success with that. I don't know if you can, I think there's, see, like there's this stuff, Kathy, and there's probably other brands. This is the Ranger Distress Embossing Dabber, and this is filled with this stuff. I'm sorry to say, but it looks like snot. Oh, Barbara, how wonderful. So once you wet the area that you want to emboss, you sprinkle on your powder. And then you knock it off and you can see where it's attached itself, right? So, and then you want to save all this good stuff that didn't stick because that can be reused. And you want to try to do it carefully. Now this is very fine powder. It's real gritty. It's very annoying. It makes a mess, but it's fabulous. Fabulous. Now I cover it because when I hit it with my heat tool, you know, if you don't cover it, it blows all over. Now, if you have some places where you've gotten your powder and you don't want it there, yeah, I don't think I have an accent, Marty. You can just gently brush the powder away. Because if you don't do that, you're going to get the effect where you may not want it. Now, I may find that I'm doing this in reverse and I should do the embossing powder later, but I decided to do it first. Okay, so now you're going to get your heating tool and warm it up a bit, and then we're going to go ahead and emboss. So heat gun warning, and hopefully this is a dark surface. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see much. There it goes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then it will turn shiny. And it only takes a few seconds to dry. Now I think I want a little bit more on the nest. And this pencil, I wasn't this marker. I'm not. I wasn't sure how juicy it was, but it looks like it's got plenty in there. It really is a little thicker than I really want, but it's all right. And there's Janice. Hi, Janice. So same process. Oh, I want to put that back in there. Tim does this kind of a thing where he taps underneath so you get good coverage. Good coverage. Now we're going to knock off the excess. I got some on the little bird there. I'm just going to brush that off. Now, I could do the leaves, you could do whatever you want. Hi, Candy. How you feeling there, Candy? Candy had a little episode the other day. Okay. Any better? Yeah, everybody's asking how she's doing. We're concerned for her. Okay. Now, I'm going to be done with this brown. And so now I have those few spots that I have to emboss. Heat gun. I always do the heat gun warning too late. I don't really even see where I put it this time. There we go. So there we go. So I think that's good enough for her. Now, really, if I had something darker, maybe if I had, well, I have black, but it's not a glaze. It's a solid black, and I don't think I want to put that on her hair, although it might be kind of a cool, gosh, that might be kind of cool. What do you think? Should I put should I fill in her hair with like a regular black embossing? Well, let's see what y'all think. I'm going to move over to the, Miriam said, proud saying never been or seen or bought used Tim Holtz. Oh, you may be the only one in the world, Miriam. Just teasing. Just teasing. Okay. I think I want to just take a moment. I want to clean off the tip of my marker here. just in case. Okay, so now I'm going to use, I'm assuming that my picked raspberry is going to be a little deeper than my kitsch because that's how they look. So this may not go well, but I'm going to start putting some of my medium here. On the dark areas of my coloring. Just to start, and we'll see how that looks. Just a few spots. Ah! My paper kind of boinked. It boinked! I'm just going to sit that aside, like up in front of me a bit. A little bit. A little bit. And then I'm going to use my heat gun and see how I like this. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. All right, let's see if you can see it, Dad. It's really cool if you can see it turning. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You gave away all your embossing pad. I was thinking, it's really messy, but I really love the way it looks. I really do. And so for Christmas, I asked for a few more of the glazes. And so I was thrilled to get them. And I think I like them too because they're see-through. They're transparent. They're not heavy like the regular embossing powders, that we're used to. I don't know if I did up here. Now, I've never done overlapping two colors like this, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But truth is, this is just going to sit in my binder. So if it doesn't go well, it'll be all right. Okay, so let me get my little brush here. Now, if you get too close before you emboss it, you can brush it right off, which is, not a big deal. It can be frustrating, but it's certainly not the end of the world. This poor little girl, she really got beat up. Got the bent corner and must have had a hard time getting her killered. Miriam says, I don't know how to use embossing anything till now. Didn't need to either. Well, it's like anything else. You see something and you think, oh, I might like to try that. I've got another idea for my embossing powders, but I'm going to keep that to myself until I decide to do it for a stream. Just saying. So now I'm going to go ahead and emboss this. Kimberly said, I only use mine when it's a prompt. Looks like a lot of other things we have in our stashes, right? We don't think about using them if they're not in front of our face all the time. We forget we have them. I missed that one spot. So I think I'm going to go back and do that because I kind of want to keep this. Well, there's two, looks like there's two spots really. Right here. Oh, the third, fourth, and in here, fifth. It lasts forever. Unless you would have a really huge project, you know, it lasts forever. Like I was talking to my daughter yesterday. She was on a ride home from work and we were chatting. And her husband's doing some renovating around the house. And they're coming down the home stretch and they need to buy some doors for like bedrooms, bathrooms, that kind of thing. And of course, the cost of everything has gone up. Oh, good, Ange. And to get a painted door, it's like $120 on top of the door price. And I said, but you know, when it comes to things like that, what are these embossing? They are distressed. They're a Ranger product. Tim Holtz, I guess, does the colors and stuff. Distress embossing glazes. The print's real tiny, and he doesn't have the word glaze on there, but he calls them embossing glazes. But you have to factor into the part that you're going to have those doors for how many years. So you have to kind of factor that into it. All right, let's do the rest of this pink, the dark pink. I think I missed another spot. Yes, unless you cough or sneeze, for sure. Whew. Are you going to put more in the girl's face? No, I'm not going to do the girl's face. I'm just going to do the flower. Now I'm going to move to the lighter pink, and this one's called Kitsch Flamingo. And I'm going to try to overlap this a little bit onto, see, this is all dry. Now, I guess it will heat up a little bit, but I'm going to try to overlap. Let's just see how this one petal looks. I don't want to cover it totally. I kind of was talking and not paying attention on that one. So I just have it right on that one petal. There she blows. See what I did there? Heat gun, blow. I didn't, no, never mind. Can you see? I love it. I love it. Okay. So let's start over here. And I'm not too concerned about it being totally covered. Kind of a little scattery look is fine with me. Okay, someone who explained to pen. This has a liquidy substance in it, Miriam, that is maybe it's like it's not sticky to the touch, I don't think, but it's not water, it's not like ink. Maybe somebody knows what it's made out of. I don't really. Let's see here. You can't see that, but it's like, it looks like snot. If you open it up, it really looks like, you know, I'm sorry, snotters. Now, I listened to a gal, and I don't remember her name. Oh, and I have to apologize too, because I did not put, for my last stream, I promised to put a link in for a gal that did. Hey, hi, Dar. But I can't find her yet. Oh, you see, Gail would know. Gail thinks it's some kind of glycerin. Janice probably knows too what it is. But it has some open time. You know, it stays wet a little longer than, say, watercolor or alcohol ink. And it gives you a chance to put your powder on. Lori, careful. I have a sinus infection and my snot is not in the Crayola color. Oh, yes, well. This is a healthy snot color. Just saying. All right, let's heat this up. Now I'm keeping that covered so I don't make that. Hey, Jen. How you doing? I'm so busy yapping, I don't remember where I put it. See, now right here, if I can just use my little pointer, like right here, I kind of tried to do it a little sketchier. So they're just little dribbles from my marker. And I don't know if you can really tell, but it really looks cool because it's not a solid application. How do you like those words? Okay. Let's move this off to the side. I'm going to try to do just a little bit more. So let's try to get a little scratchier in here. Not full coverage. I'll leave some of that original coloring uncovered. And then I think we're just going to call it done and move on. I'm just looking for extra particles of the dust, if that's anywhere I don't want it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do after this is I'm going to get a couple of my stencils and start stenciling around my focal point here. All right, here we go. I think that's good. And I can always go back and add more. But if I tilt this a little bit, maybe you can, maybe right there, you can see. So with the glazes, you can see your color underneath. If we did a regular embossing powder, it's solid. See, nobody weighed in. What do you think about putting some regular black embossing powder on her hair? I mean, I could do it just to show you the difference. Okay, let me make sure I get this in the right jar. Okay, so they're the glazes. Let's just do it because I can and I have time. And I'll just show you how this, oh, sorry. I'll show you how this looks. All right, so I've got this, wow, black glint, I think it's called. And this is called an embossing powder, not a glaze, a powder. Hey, Susan. Good morning. Nice to see you. Um, and instead of using the pen, I'm going to use my dauber and try to get it. And that could be a little. Well, I can knock it off if it gets where I don't want it. So let's just do an experiment. This little girl, she's not going to be hanging in a museum, if you know what I mean. So this is the embossing medium is in this little bottle, and it's got one of the dauber tops. And so I'm just going to make little dabs. Now, of course, that, you know, the branch of the tree's kind of in the way there. Let's just do a little bit at a time. And let's put some black on and see how much sticks. Now, this has got a little bit of a shimmer to it. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera. I guess that's why they call it glint. Let's say, but Lori, there are other brands of embossing powder that are see-through. I have some, yes, and I have one too, and it's by, what is it called? Inca? Oh, they're in a different container. One is called Inkadu. You know, they have stamps and stuff. They call it clear. This one is also by Ranger, and they call it clear. Tim Holtz calls it the glazes. That's his brand. You know, he branded it by calling them glazes. So Gail makes a very good point. Thanks, Gail. Okay, so this one, I was trying to make the point that if it says powder, it's probably going to be a more of a solid. It's not going to be a see-through. Yeah, even when I don't hear the name Pan Dauber, I think of Mark Harmon. Okay, let's get real. All right, so you can see this looks really fuzzy and cool. Now I'm a little over the line, so I'm going to take that off with my brush. Got a little bit here. My brush is really large. Susan said glycerin is hydrophilic, meaning loves water. If you put a couple of drops in water, it will help keep your ink pad moist. If you use it alone, your ink will never dry. Oh, that is interesting. Thank you, Susan. Okay, so now we're gonna emboss her hair. I'll tell you what, it looks really cool that way, as it is. Okay, let's see. Heat up the gun, heat up the gun, heat up the gun. Here we go. Okay, that is so stinking cool. so cool. All right, so now I'm going to use my black marker. Now this is the embossing marker. These came in a set of 2, the ones that I purchased. Now down here, now this is nice because you can see where you're putting it. It spills out very quickly. I didn't mean to get that much out. Okay, so now I'm going to come around these branches, fill in where her hair is. Try to do it real carefully. I'll have to do this in sections as well because I don't want to get the dry powder in my. I don't think I'm going to do her eyebrow though. I don't want her to look like she's got a unibrow. It's hard to really talk and do this carefully. All right, now I'm going to come up here and get under the bird nest. I just don't want to drag my marker into the loose powder. Cutting it close there. Okay. All right, I think that looks pretty good. All right, let's cover that. Just to be on the safe side, heat gun. Forgot I got that little spot there on the bottom. Once it starts to go, it goes quick. This is so cute, I have to say. Okay, I've got a little bit of a glare, so it's making it a little difficult for me to see that. Okay, let's get in here. I think that might be it. Oh, maybe a little up here. On the other side of the bird cage. Bird nest. I know it's a nest. Okay, I hope I haven't missed anybody coming in while I'm not paying attention. All right, heat gun. Heat gun. Oh, got a little bit there on the side of her eye. I don't know. What do you think? Should I put some on her eyebrow? I see one little spot I missed. What do you think about the eyebrow? Let's do it. It's just a color page. Oh, I know. That was so funny, that movie, right? Birdcage. All right, so I've got a little bit back here that I didn't hit. Being this is kind of like Cadillac. Let's see if I can. I did it real light. No, this isn't. It's hard to pinch it. It's so fine. She's so fine. Do 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 do. Whoop. Looks like one of those Etch-a-Sketches when we were little. The guy with the funny face. You put the eyebrows on him. It'll look better in a minute. Okay, so I've just got those couple little spots. One little spot over here. Here we go. That little spot in her brow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. She's adorable. Just adorable. Okay, so now let's clean up. Save all these little goodies. Get them back in. I want some of Judy's bacon. That's probably all gone by now. Okay, so that paper is going in the bin. So you can see, for those of you that were unfamiliar with embossing powders and such, the difference. I'll show you again in a moment. I need a baby swipe. I've got one partially. Well, somewhat. I have a hard time getting them to go across my. It's such a fine powder. And it may be hard for you to see on my camera. I need a second one, kids. Give me a moment here. Okay. There we go. All right. So you can hopefully see it on her. This is a real solid coverage. Maybe you can't. The bird's nest has the glaze. It's more see-through. Not more see-through, it is see-through. The pink, you might be able to see it a little more here, where you can actually see through the I got stuff on my. Okay, we got Susan's channel up there. That's great. All right, so moving on. Here we go. Now I've got a little bit of a bendaboo here. I'm going to use Golden Matte Medium today. And let's see. I think the first thing I want to do is put some tissue paper down. And I think I'm going to try to work simultaneously. So I just am using up bits of tissue paper that I had out for my ATC cards. This one has the words "your wings" on it, which, you know, can work here with this little gal with the bird. So I might put that there. And then even if it doesn't have much on it, it creates a little bit of a background and some texture and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to start. I'm really not trying to pre-think this, which I probably should. I don't do this a whole heck of a lot. So I think I'm going to put that like that. I keeps fuzzing out. I'm not sure why. Let's see what I have on this one. I like the coloring of this. Now I don't mind this straight edge because I'm going to place that right on the edge. But this one, even though I tore it, it's still not very... Boy, this really tears pretty nice, actually. And then I'm going to use maybe a little bit of this down here. And I'm just going to use one of my glue brushes. I kind of like that has that long little bit there. And then once I get this on and get it the way that I want, or I think I want, I'm going to use my heat gun again and dry it up as best I can. And then I think I'll use my stencils. I want a little something from here. This stuff I got from a packet of some Jane Davenport stuff. I haven't really used it, but it might be cool. So I'm going to use a little bit. What are we saying with a French accent? I still have embossing dust down here. The black. And I can hang it off the page too, because after it dries, I can use my nail file. But of course, she says, but of course. And again, with any of this mixed media stuff, you can always come back and add. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, let me get I'll use my BB wipe. And I have my big jar of medium here, which I don't want to put my brush in, so I'm just going to use this little ceramic dish and pour some out. I'll just pour as needed. And it may need a stir. No, it looks pretty good. Oh my goodness. Maybe I did get my autofocus off and didn't realize. Am I close enough with my camera? I never really cared for Peter Sellers. I know it's against the norm. There's some things that just not my cup of tea. He was one of them. Let's see. Let's just put down a little piece of plastic so I don't have too much of a cleanup on my silicone mat. So I'm going to put this down first. And then really, basically, you're just gluing. Just gluing. Inspector Clouseau? You forgot Inspector Clouseau? I guess a couple of streams ago, everybody was talking about the shows that they like on PBS, or Masterpiece Theater, and all the British shows. I think my brush has got something in it. Oh, I bring out my clean water. My husband doesn't like it because he can't. We have a hard time with the accents. We find it easier if we put earbuds in. And I don't want that up on his. I don't want that on his chinny. Well, I don't really want that on his chinny chin. Ooh. Mr. Bean. A race. That's, anybody ever watch Rat Race? The original Rat Race? I love that movie. Went to see it with a couple of girlfriends from church. The one was pregnant at the time. Jackie, if you're still here, Linda Macchio. Went with Linda Macchio and Stacy Wilson. I don't know which kid Linda was pregnant with, but my gosh, we laughed so hard when we saw that. We thought she was going to go into labor right in the movie theater. All right, there's a start. Your favorite movie? Rat Race? Is that what you're saying? Long ago, yes. Yes. The brother with the tongue piercing, and oh my gosh, do it for mom. Do it for mom, Dwayne, or something like that. Oh my gosh, it had so many old-timey stars in it. Now you could use napkin, you could use plain napkin. Yeah. Of course, I forget where I had some of this. Like Dee Dee said, you could always take a picture if, you really want your layout to stay the way you had it. Now, I did take apart, oh, I forgot to put some of this down first. Some tea bags this morning. I might like to put a couple tea bags on here, but I was thinking I might like to stamp them first. And let's see here. Your side hurts. Everyone does have different tastes, and that's what makes the world go round. Of course, so does money. Money makes the world go around, the world go around, the world go around. Money makes the world go around. Joel Grey. Do 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 do. I'm just hoping there's something I want to use. Oh, that's kind of cute. I do love, oh, that's kind of cute. I want something on my tea bags, I think. I don't know that I want, there you go, Joel Grey. You got that right. In my humble opinion. Woohoo! Ange. I wonder what that, oh, that's a leaf. Oh, that might be cool. All right, let's see what we can make with this stuff here. I don't really think I want a star. Look, I got a Timmy fly. Oh, there's a cute little heart. Now, I might use these not on the tea bag, but in other ways too. I love this bee too. I guess with, I was working with my bugs. I came upon a box of bugs that I cut from Tim Holtz's bug die cuts, and I don't remember if, I don't think I have all. I think these bugs came with a different set. All right, so now I want to get out of StazOn Pad and hope that I've got one that's somewhat juicy. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Yeah, I'm not into some of the goofy stuff. But like Rat Race, I like that kind of goofy. That's more humor to me, not really goofy. All right, so I'm just making some little, hopefully, some little stamps on some of these tea bags that I can add to my project. I hope you can see what I'm doing well enough. Okay, who's interesting but not attractive? The fact that he is shy and introverted astounds me. Are we still talking Robin Williams? Well, he didn't turn out so well. Let's flip him over. Rowan Atkinson. I don't think I know. I probably would know him if I saw him. Susan had just Googled Joel Grey, and yep, that's who she thought. I'll just whistle and say nothing. I've got tons of these. Okay, not tons. Do you know how many tea bags it would have to take to have a ton of tea bags? You know, just the bag, not the tea. But they don't weigh anything, is what I'm saying. Oh, Mr. Bean. That's Mr. Bean's real name? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't find him attractive either. Although, you know, if he, like in his normal life, he probably is a fine-looking fella. But they tend to make some of those characters look not so great for the role that they're playing, you know? All right, I'm not sure I'll use some of these, But let's just have them available. That's his real I know, but, you know, with their okay, so take, for instance, some of us watch, um, Doc Martin, okay? So if you're familiar with that series, and if you Google Doc Martin and you see that man, you're gonna think, "Oh my gosh, really?" And, of course, in that series, you just come to love him and his character and, you know, the way he is, but you still don't really find him attractive, but he, like, grows on you like a wart, you know? So then I Googled him and images came up. I don't know his real name. His real name, I don't know his real name. But then when you Google him and his picture comes up of when he was a younger man and his hair is longer than he has it in Doc Martin, he's not a bad looking man. That's what I'm just saying. I know it's still his face, but there's different, you know, styles of hair and things like that, you know, maybe a little beard or a little goatee. You don't know is what I'm saying. I don't know if I'll use that one. Okay, what that I might use just right on the paper. Okay, so now we've got a couple other things here that we can, I think, put on. And I think I want to do my Martin Clunes. Yes, yes, Barbara, I think you're right. Monk, I know, right? I don't know. That just popped on the other night and I was watching a couple episodes. It was a fabulous show. Fabulous. And you know what? You can put on whatever you want. Raoul loves Katrina Zeta-Jones. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Well, I'll tell you what, Raoul. I would love to look like her. Woo! She's pretty. Okay, let's just get some of this. Let's just get some of this stuff on here. Yeah, probably. Good actor. I think I want the leaves on this one. And I do like the little bee. Maybe I'll put a little bee in her bonnet. She's got a little bee in her bonnet. Now, I was thinking it'd be really cool to put maybe some Timmy people somewhere on some of these. But I don't know. We'll see. Got a couple of these little leaves. And then I'm going to dry this up and get out my stencil. I just ripped off the tip of that one. All right, let's let those go. Hey, Janet. Good morning. Is it still morning? Yes, still morning. All right, let's put some of this stuff aside. I'm going to use my heat gun. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys this. Does anybody watch The Price is Right anymore? Does anyone watch? Jackie, are you still here? Price is Right is a game show, right? And my sister, Jackie, who was in chat earlier, she has more than two friends, but she has two really close friends. One from when she was single and working, and then the other, she was single and involved in church. Monica. You don't watch it? All right, well, it's a game show. Monica Cayone and Sandy Jean Hartranft. In fact, Jackie named her daughter after her two friends, Monica Jean. Okay. So Sandy married, has three boys, and her youngest, Ben, has autism. He's high functioning, but he's an amazing young man. And he has been on Ellen. He is involved with a lot of the several of the sports teams. I think mostly the Eagles in Philadelphia area. He's a spokesperson for autism. He goes and gives speeches and stuff. I guess he's like in his mid-20s now. It would be my guess. Anyway, Ben took a trip out to California in October. Went to The Price is Right, and the show aired on Monday, January 16th. And I'm sure you can pull it up and rewatch it if you'd be interested. But Ben gets on stage, and I'm not going to tell you anything else, but he does very well. And it was very exciting for us. So we're all thrilled for Ben. So just, if any of you, Monty Hall was born and raised in your city? Barbara, I need your autograph. Okay, so let's try this. I haven't seen Drew Carey in a while. Woo, he looks different. Much better look. Talk about somebody who's not so good looking. He looks a lot better than he used to. Growing his hair. Okay, I'll tell you, Susan, just because you said boo, no ending. He gets on stage, he gets to play the game where he can earn $16,000, and you have to put the groceries in order of pricing, right? Lowest to highest. And then he gets like $1,000 if he gets the first one right, and then it just keeps doubling. So then if you get them all right, you end up with $16,000. So he used to work in a grocery store. And so he starts putting the groceries, he got them all right. He kept, I'm going. He got them all right. The kid won $16,000. Okay. So then, of course, then he was in the big wheel. We thought maybe because they were sworn to secrecy, they couldn't tell anybody. So we thought he probably won the whole thing. We really thought the fella that he played against for the big showcase had overbid, but he was so close. He was, I think, under $1,000. So Ben didn't get the showcase, but he did really well, and he won $16,000. So he had an accident with his car prior to his trip, and was really not in good operating order after the accident. And so the kid got to purchase himself a new car. Yes, just between us and YouTube. I know, it was so cool. Okay, so I'm drying up this stuff because I want a stencil on top. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Actually, I think it's an hour, but his half was a half hour. And who knows how long he had to wait in line and all that jazz. But Yeah, he was the last one on stage. Okay. Now I'm trying to think coloring. Um, with these little pictures here. Let's see what I have. See, I know I have the tattered rose is really, oh, gathered twig might be nice for this one. And I've got aged mahogany. Yeah, I don't know how much of that you really get to keep, you know, because I'm sure you had to pay taxes and such. But just looking at my color choices, I think that's a little too purple. Yeah, that's true. This color might work. Oh, look, I have picked raspberry. That's the same color I used in the darker. It aired Monday. Price is Right is on Monday mornings, 11 Eastern. I'm not sure in other areas. And that was the 16th, January 16th show. All right, so I'm going to use the picked raspberry and I think the aged mahogany to start, and we'll see. His name is Ben. He's tall. They call him Benjamin. We call him Ben. They call him Benjamin. And hey, I mean, he's the last one on stage, and he tells Drew, you know, I have autism and I get excited really easily. And yeah, but he did great. We're so excited for him. And he went on the trip, I think his mom said, by himself. So he did really well. The kid has had a lot of really cool experiences. A friend of Susan said a friend of a friend was on Jeopardy. If you go and film the show and win, but they don't air it, you don't get paid. What? They only air the ones with personality. Oh, really? Well, I'm sure with The Price is Right, you know, they're looking for people with personality. And let me tell you what, Ben's got personality coming out the top of his head. Okay, so now I had pulled out some stencils, and I want to use this little stencil on this little gal and fill in some of this white space. Now, I did some rearranging here. Shocker of shocks. Not sure how clean this is. I try to rub out the colors. Just like all these shows where they're redoing their houses, you know, like Chip and Joanna Gaines. And of course, it makes sense, but those people don't get to keep that stuff they stage the house in. I mean, they can buy it, but that's an additional cost to them, which, you know, makes sense. All right, so here we go. I'd be so PO prices. I'm sure they know it up front though, so you know. Here we go. We're just going to go in and start stenciling. I'm going to try to do darker on the outer edge and then fade in. Towards her little face. Bye, Devin. Have a good day. Hubby and I are heading over to Pennsylvania. We're going to visit Mama. We're going to go visit Mama. This is one of my favorite stencils. One of the girls, and I don't remember her name, she was new to my stream, and I'm sorry, I should born and raised in Pennsylvania, and I'm a Pennsylvania girl at heart. I've been in Jersey for 9 years, but I don't consider myself a Jersey girl. I grew up right outside of Philadelphia. Mama still lives there. So we were saying the other day, talking about accents, I guess it was Jen Stream or Xena Stream, was it maybe? I don't know. Marty was there, I think. And I said, I don't think I have an accent. And they said, I was wrong. My parents used to be so good at Jeopardy. Not me. Now look, really, for a little bit of effort, and you know, of course I saw Dee Dee do this. I have to give Dee Dee a shout out for this. With a little bit of effort, come on. This is swell. Lori, you wrong. You wrong. Yeah, we were talking about water. Yeah, I think I have. I don't really go out anywhere though. Really haven't, truth be told, I haven't really acclimated to Jersey as far as getting involved with, you know, people. I should trim this right now, because if I'm going to ink those edges, I'm going to have to do a redo. And then I won't remember the color. You should all, Angie said you should all hear me talk. Keisha's youngest son laughs at how I talk. You got a real southern drawl, Ange? My son thinks that's one of the cutest accents, southern drawl. Hoping that's straight. Okay. Kathy said, I want to go to the Northeast in the fall, clear up to Maine. I've been to Philadelphia, but I was a kid. It's on my bucket list. Kathy, I'm telling you right now, if you do and you get into the Philadelphia area, Even if you're just going to be driving through and stopping somewhere for lunch, I'll come meet you. We could do lunch at a rest stop or something if you want. No pressure. But, you know, Philadelphia's not that far from me. It's doable. Doable. I wouldn't mind meeting you in Maine. But and sometimes I realize you don't have time for that kind of stuff. But if you know you're going to stop somewhere and you're like an hour or so out, you know, I only need about an hour, 20 minutes, maybe to get somewhere on the turnpike. Just depends. Just saying. Might be fun. Okay, so here we have that. Now I want a stamp on this yet too. So, all right. So now I'm going to switch to the. I should have probably done the lighter first. Okay, Barbara, have a great day. Thank you, thank you. I gotta watch my time too. What are we almost at 12? Okay, I'll go a little bit. I'll finish up these two. I think I can. I think I can. Now I'm just wondering. Down here I put those Jane Davenport, the Jane Davenport paper. And I thought maybe it would act as a resistor. It would like catch the top, but it really doesn't. Okay, so Susan said she was born in Florida, which I say Florida. And I am from, oh, her daughter was born in Florida, and she's from Indiana, but she's been in Bama since 6 weeks old. Well, our cousins had moved to North Carolina when they were young, and my aunt and my uncle never picked up the accent, but my cousins, they still all have it. My cousin Greg is now living outside of Philadelphia. He's in PA somewhere, and he's been here for years now. But he still has the flat Southern drawl. I don't know if this is the best choice stencil for this one. I don't think I want to do the animal print one again. What else did I pull out? I pulled out swirls. I don't think I want swirls. Oh, look, I pulled out this tree. Well, it's not really a tree, it's a fern. But I'm wondering if I could make it look like a tree. Maybe I do want to do a green. Let's see. Let me get a different bush. It's got a little bit of glue, a little bit of glue in the back. Welcome back, Kimberly. That's all right. Always take a call from Mama. All right, let's see. Now, of course, I would like this better if it was straight, but I'm gonna just, maybe I'll just do this top part, or try to. And I'm gonna try with the bundled sage. I just love this. It's like a light sagey color. Now, of course, if you're doing mixed media, you could paint, watercolor, acrylic, color pencil, Mixed media. I have another green. I have evergreen bough, which is kind of a bluish. Oh, I'm getting some on the. That's his nose. Fluff. Yeah, I need something to eat too. Hubby made some soup the other day. Maybe I'll grab that when I'm done streaming. I'm streaming of some soup for lunch. Kathy's got a combo accent. Always a good thing. I missed it. So Kimberly, you had somebody who was a daughter or somebody that moved? I missed it. I missed it. All right, that's not too bad. I think I'd like to erase that off his nose. And I don't think I want swirls. Maybe I will just do some of these, but maybe just a little bit different. Let's try the picked raspberry. My third grade girls here didn't like you guys because they are boys. What? You can doodle. My granddaughter is 7. She's second grade. So yeah, I would think 8. Look, I didn't take the top off. I should have done them both at the same time. That would have been the smart thing to do. Let's put a little bit in here. Got a little tail sticking up. Maybe a little bit up in the corner here. I think I might like the winters in France. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. There you go. Pretend you're in Mexico. Yes. Go in and do an accent. I told you about the time before my dad passed and before he got really ill. We took a family vacation. All of us went to Virginia. We rented a house on a lake. And my daughter had just met her husband, which of course, we didn't know that at the time. So they spent time, talking on the phone and such. But all our kids were there. Nobody was married. Well, I mean, us adults were married. I like to travel too, Kathy. And my daughter and her cousins, my nieces, they decided we were all going to have names for our vacation. And we were going to Virginia. So we were going to take on a southern accent and like redneck kind of names. Oh my gosh. And we took a combination of all of the first letter of all of our last names, and they made up the last name Mudd, M-U-D-D, which stood for Miller, my sister Nancy's married name, Uncle, our maiden name, and Delpin Donut for Jackie and my married name. Look, see, I didn't get enough stickage there. I'll have to re-glue. Let's go see Raul. Woo! I mean, it sounds lovely, but I gotta tell you, if I'm going to go anywhere across the pond, kinda, I'm going to go see my bonus son. I just love, 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 love England and France, Switzerland. I can't get enough. My husband says I'm not going anymore, but I don't know. I think I might go again. My daughter was in Barcelona and she loved it. Yes, she said it was wonderful. See, I remember that from, oh, I don't, it wasn't, oh, what movie was that? It wasn't Rat Race, was it? No, I don't think so. Cuba Gooding Jr. was in it. Maybe it was Rat Race. Oh, Barbara left. And he's, oh, Switzerland was so fun this last time. He's ends up being a bus driver, steals clothes from a bus driver, and he was a referee that made a bad call. Maybe it was Rat Race. Anyway, gets in this cab and he made a bad call. Anyway, gets in this cab, driver says something like Barcelona, and the way he says Barcelona, that's what I think of every time. Okay, I'm chatting here and I've got to get moving. Okay, so I think just for the sake of easiness, I'm just going to use some of my stamps. And of course, I'm going to use my oh, Lori. I just saw it. There it is. It's stuck to the bottom, and I'm going to use my script stamp. Let's do this first. Oh, I don't do Scream movies. What happened to Cuba? He was a good actor. Nice looking guy. It's like he just like faded away. Okay, who's leaving? Bye, Marty. Have a great day. It was Rat Race, so I couldn't. I'm trying to get my brain to engage. All right, let's see. I'm going to need a stamp off here to see. All right, let's put these back in their little spot. Oh, yeah, I don't do Scream. Anything that sounds like it might be scary. Laura Bell doesn't do it. No, she did not. All right, the other thing that I'm going to do, let me see if I can find me some paper I don't mind tearing up. Okay. I don't want any square edges when I'm stamping. So I usually rip paper. that I can surround the area where I want to stamp and not get. So we'll see if that'll work for me. All right, so let me see. Link this up and then we'll get cracking on this. And I think I want to add words, but I'm not sure. I always do it upside down, even though I have it marked. Okay, let's. I was ready to ink the back. I don't need it to be too terribly dark. Still haven't found Elvis. I don't know where I put Elvis. He's probably on the floor somewhere. And I don't really care. I don't care. I don't care if this gets on their faces and whatnot. I never go to the movie. I don't go to the movies anymore. I just don't feel like supporting it personally. And I'm uncomfortable in the seating for the most part. I did go see, my son really wanted to, and I wanted to do something with my son. What did we see? I forget. My son's really into the movies. He likes them a lot. Okay, so I just want to press and try not to wiggle my stamp. But yeah, it's like almost like a house payment. Whew. And I'm going to put some of this down here. I think I want it to come across on his nose a little bit. See, that's how impressed I am. Went to see a movie. We took my mom. I can't even remember what it was. He's just 2 feet tall. Yeah, they are expensive. I mean, how can you take a family? Like, with some of the kid movies that come out. I think I'm getting more on my. Raoul. I hate all that stuff. I never watch any of that stuff. Different strokes. My friend Joyce, who's like a sister, she's always saying, "Want to watch a scary movie?" We're like, "No, we don't." I didn't even when I was a kid. Ugh. I think it means maybe something else. Something not, I think I need something that's not like real distinctive. Like not really a plum per se, but oh, maybe something like this. If I can just get part of it on. I gotta say, I don't think there's much ink in my. I'm gonna try to just get this part. And again, I'm gonna use my papers because I don't want the square edge. In your lifetime? I went quite often, I guess. Not so much in my elder years. Mm. Hey, is Sandy here? I miss Sandy coming in. Hi, Sandy. It seems like I have such a lag, but then I miss people. Unrealistic guy with a spoon, Hallmark. I know they are unrealistic, but you know what? So is reading some books. Yeah, I'm not getting this as dark as I want. Wait a minute, hold on. Let's try. I think this one might be a little juicier. Let's see if I can get one at the top. There she is. I'm not used to being called Sandy, so slow to realize it's me. Oh, what do people call you? We'll call you whatever you want. We can call you Big Mama. My bonus son and his, see, it got straight. Ah, stink. Call me Mama Lori. Um, Big Mama? Okay. Be happy to do that. Yeah, I like with the Paint Girly, I like to be called Paint. It's my nickname, Paint Girly. I'll get you. I get you. But I did miss you coming in. I had that little blob stamp out. Where's that? I might like to have a couple of those. Just like a little blob. I don't knock, just bounced and it took a seat. That's cute. So at some point, I will run across a word or something that I think will work with this. I'll probably come back and put it on. Right now, nothing's jumping at me to add. So I think for the most part, that one's probably done. And I really am liking the embossed on the flower. Hopefully. Oh, my son. He's supposed to be working. Okay. So now let's finish this one up. All right, let's come back to the script. Lori has an open channel policy. Yes, come on in, grab a seat. Yeah, I don't mind Paint rather than Lori. I mean, Lori's just okay. What? What's the matter? The eye of the deer? What? What's the matter? Yeah, she likes Big Mama. Oh, crazy. Okay, let's see if we can get this little chicklet done. I want some script right across their little chin here. And I'm loving her hair. Absolutely loving her hair. Okay, so how do I want to, I don't want it in her eye. I don't want it in her eye. Oh, it is colored. The eye is colored. It's just a real light blue, just a little cast on it. Got my little highlight in there. Bum, bum, bum. Lurk mode. Okay, Raul. Buying my movie ticket here in Paris. Oh, he's in Paris now? Oh, so jealous. We were watching a movie. I forget what movie it was. It wasn't like a big deal movie. But hey, Kathy Whitney. We're sitting there and I said to my husband, I don't know that. And they were in France, in Paris. And I said, I don't know, that restaurant looks familiar. And I'm almost sure it's just like this diner type restaurant on the corner across on the Champs-Élysées. I took my mom in there and we had some breakfast. It looked like it from the sidewalk and everything. Ugh. My husband has no desire. Yes, Barcelona, Paris is just, oh, see, that's the other thing about being there. It's like, in an hour or two, you can get, okay. So like, all right. So here's the reality of it. In an hour and 15 minutes, well, not even in 30 minutes, I can be in Pennsylvania, but I'm in Pennsylvania. Where my son and I stayed in France in a half an hour, we were in Switzerland. Okay. That's the difference. I'm just saying. Just saying. Kathy Whitney, how you doing? I was watching your videos last night. Fun stuff. You were watching Kathy's videos? Kathy's a cutie. Okay, here we go. Did I get it upside down again? Oh, it's very possible. I think I did. Oh, well. Susan. All right, let's put a little bit down here. I think I have to make this sign a little bigger. Okay, now I think I have in my drawer some little bird stamps that are really adorable. If I have them where I think they are, I'm going to use them. Now, can I find them and get them out? They're there, they're there. Oh, okay. I think I want to put some of these on this little gal. Yeah, and I wanted to put some fabric on too, but let's see how our time is. We might be able to do a little fabric. We'll see. Let's see. Hey, there's Lucia. Hi, Lucia. Look, aren't they cute? All right, I'm just going to pop some of these in. Yeah, da, da. I think these are cute little stamps. I hear you, Susan Gerald, my bonus son. That's my bonus son. And his children are like my grandchildren to me. And they are beautiful brown babies. Beautiful. And they're so sweet. And the older one, Rhea Grace, she's got Lori as her middle name, which just thrills me to no end. And they're just beautiful, beautiful babies. I miss them. I miss them. He filmed Rhea Grace sitting on the kitchen counter. This was shortly after we had left from our trip there to visit, the end of 2021, I guess, yeah. And she's sitting on the counter, and he said, "Say it louder." And when you bring all the volume all the way up, she says, "Mama Lori, come." She wanted me to come for a visit. I was already home. And the little one, I can show you. He won't mind if I show you a picture. There's my camera. Let me see if I can get it. No, not there. Oops, I'm upside down. Upside down. Here we are. Look, what a beautiful family, huh? There's my bonus son. This is Sophia. We call her Yaya. Oh, it's blurry. Tanya, my beautiful bonus daughter-in-law. Oh, I can't get it to go bigger. And there's Rhea Grace. So beautiful. And we had 4 days with them in Yorkshire. I know. I mean, I knew I would love grandchildren, but oh my gosh. It just, I just can't stand it. They're just so wonderful. All right, I think I'm going to put some of those circles and some of these leaves on here. Let's get my little birds back in their little box. I haven't used these in a while. These are, I think, I know, beautiful hair. Her hair is, and the little one, Yaya, I mean, they took them to see, I think they were goats, and she was yanking at its ear and petting it. I thought it was going to take her hand off. Tanya quick grabbed her and pulled her. Gary says she's fearless. She'll just, she just goes for it. All right, let me see. Let's put a couple little leaves. So now these birds look like they're floating in air. So let's give them a little something to stand on. Let's do a couple leaves here. Maybe not the circles. Maybe we'll just do the leaves. That can be off the page. Now she's sitting down on that. This one needs something. Let's give her a little birth. Like that. Okay. And then let's do a couple. What did I do with the little? There it is. See, they lose their stickum and they don't really stick to my little stamping block anymore. So these little ones, it's tough. And I've washed them. Ugh. Kind of overlapping them. And then I think I'm going to pull out my fabric and just see if I can find a few little strips of fabric that I can add, and then I'll call these done. I want to put a little circle down here. I think I just stuck my finger in the ink. Okay. Oh, heavens. Oh, I haven't tried the sanitizer. I'll try that. Because I just use, like, like Dawn dish soap, or a baby wipe and clean them off. I haven't tried alcohol. But see, in the sanitizer, you got alcohol in that. I keep that right here. I'll have to try that, Susan. Thanks. That's worth a try, right? All right. So, in case you've not seen this before, just saying, like, if you have your napkin or tissue paper and it's hanging off the side instead of fussing with scissors, this doesn't sound great. But once that dries, if you take it like an emery board type nail file, it just, I mean, it comes off so nicely. Because I don't know about everyone else, but when I do that with scissors, I always end up cutting into my paper. So let's see what I have in my little, oh yeah. See, I was messing around with bugs, and look what I found in my bug. That's a Timmy bug I put on a big paper clip. And then this cute little, I'm going to put this in my granddaughter's journal. And then look at this cute little tag. I forgot I made it. That's a Timmy bug. I might have to do a live and do some Timmy bugs. I love them. Okay, so let's see. Oh boy, that will look cute. That's a big tea bag pocket. I'm just looking for a little strip of something. Oh, this is some of that new stuff I got from Ramona. I like that across her neck. Okay, Kathy. Thank you. Have a great day. Yeah, the nail file thing really works great. Of course, not my idea. Gail's going too. Bye, Gail. Thanks, honey. No problem, Gail. This is some nice. Let me put a piece of this on too. I'm going to skedaddle here in a minute too. All right, so Kathy Arbor should be coming up at 1 Eastern. And some of you may be saying, well, now you put all that stuff down, now you're covering it up. But that's mixed media, and, I like that. You overlap, cover up, redo, It's all right. This little bird looks like he's chewing that leaf. The leaf. So I think I'll do that. And I'll see if I can get I leave my fabric tack laying on its side. It's almost empty. So hopefully it doesn't take too long for it to come on down. So I'm going to just go right across here. And then I can add this to my portfolio. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. Yeah, I don't know what Kath is doing today, of course, but it'll be Fabaroonie for sure. Talk about boogers. All right, I think I'm going to call her done. I'm always sliding out of a chair. All right, let's see if we can add a little something, something to this one. I mean, I've got tons of stuff, but I'm just picking through stuff I have in my little bowl I keep here at my, that's kind of cool. Let's have a snip of this. Come on down. You're the next contestant on Glue My Lace. Kathy, that's right. Look, I got this crooked. And I got this, see, I got that a real straight line, which I'm not liking. So I'm going to tear this. I'm going to cover it up. And I got to get going myself. Otherwise, I think I might put a button or something on there. This is too thick. I might be getting carried away here. I could use washi tape too, right? Oh, I didn't think about washi. Look, I have some washi tape here. Let's do washi. I know it's a different kind of straight, but I'm getting a little carried away. All right, I'm going to start wrapping it up. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I plan to be, I wanted to kind of wrap that maybe. I plan to be streaming again Sunday morning at 11 Eastern, 11 a.m. I don't know if I like that. Kathy Arbor should be coming on shortly at 1 Eastern Standard. Lori just put her scissors in the glue. So wrapping it up. Yeah. So thanks for being here. As I said, have a great day. For those of us that like to color, sometimes you just feel like doing something else with your pages other than leaving them in the book, which, I have plenty that are left in the book. I don't know. These little girl faces to me are just so stinking cute, and they just, when you do a little something, something to them. I think I might need a little flower there. I saw one in here. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah, I did some washi on a book cover and it didn't stay down real well. I think the E6000 is probably a good idea. But I could have used, I think, some Fabri-Tac. I just used, I think maybe Golden Matte Medium or something. And it picked up a little bit. I had to redo it. All right, I think that's enough for today. So all my little bits are going to go back in my little bin. I hope that's not Fabri-Tac on my new nail. Fabri-Tac is the worst to get off. Yeah, I think I got it in time. Whew, that was a close one, kids. All right. So Thursday evening, Beth will be on this evening. And if it's the third Thursday, APG Jamie will be coming on. She's a hoot. You don't want to miss her. Very talented and fun. So I think that's it. It's a wrap. There we go. And Tori, if you're still here, it was nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. And thank you all for being here. And there's today's 2 color book pages turned into mixed media art. So have a great day, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully I'll see you on Sunday if you can make it. If not, I'll see you next time. And don't forget, take time to be creative. Yeah, don't forget, Jamie's on every third Thursday. And so don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.